In this tutorial, I'd like to talk about creating freeze frames and then also look at slow motion, fast motion, and variable speed for your clips. So what I have here, I just wanted to pick a clip that has some motion to it. So I've opened up this sharks swimming clip right here, and I'm going to change it so that it has a freeze frame in different areas. So let me go ahead and edit this into the timeline so that you can see it here. Now you have really three main choices when you are going to do a freeze frame. You can have the entire clip turn into a freeze frame in the timeline. So that's one option. You could also have it turn into a freeze frame at a certain point in the timeline and then continue for the rest of the time as a freeze frame. Or you could have it freeze frame in the middle, like right there, and then for a little while, and then continue on with the actual video with the clip. So those are three options I'll show you. So let's say maybe that you like this first shot right here. You want that to be a freeze frame for the entire clip in your timeline. So what you want to do is make sure that your clip is here in the timeline. Make sure your playhead is where you want it. Then go up to clip and video options, and then frame hold options. So click that one on the first right there. And it's going to be hold on. And what you want to do is basically hold on playhead. Okay, so you're going to say hold on playhead and click OK. And now check that out. You can see it's freeze frame for the entire clip right there. Okay, let me undo that. And let's say that what we want to do is maybe towards the end, maybe right here, we want it to just freeze frame for the rest of the clip. So we want it to play the video but then freeze frame right there. So now go up to clip again. You can also right click on your video clip in the timeline, but go up to clip video options and do add frame hold. And notice that that puts a little cut in there, a little point where it changes to a freeze frame right there. Okay, so that's another option for you. All right, now let's look at the third option, which is also pretty good. It's good if you are maybe going to like introduce a character, you want to freeze frame on the character, put a title up there, and then continue with the video. So let's say right here again, we want it to freeze frame, but then continue with the video. So you go up to clip, video options, and do insert frame hold segment. All right, and that does a default of 5 seconds, I believe. And it looks like less than that, looks like 3 maybe. But it freezes right there, and then it continues with the video. So those are your three options for creating a freeze frame. Now let's talk about changing the speed of the clip. So this would be slow motion, fast motion. So I just hit undo on my keyboard, and I've got this clip in here. And let's say that's a good clip to change around the speed so that you can see what I'm doing here. So with the clip in the timeline, I'll go up to clip and look for speed duration. You can also right click on the clip in the timeline. So clip and speed duration. This is the easiest way to change the speed. Now what I would recommend when you do this is make sure the clip is by itself. You can even put it on a different video track and not linked to other clips. And if it is, you can possibly move it away. You can try it and see if it works. Sometimes what happens is if your clip is connected to a long sequence, you may not be able to change the speed of it because it's all linked together and it's synced, and it may cause problems. But if it's by itself like this, it should be okay. Here's where you got your options for slow motion, fast motion, and reverse right here. So those are the only ones you'll probably fool with. And again, you don't use this a lot, but it certainly has its place, in video. You need to start with high quality video to begin with, obviously. And then you'll get better results. But if you want it to be faster, double speed, you type 200, click OK, and there's a double speed clip. If you want it to be half of its original speed, this is all pretty obvious, you would type 50. All right, and you can see it does extend it in the timeline, and that's all you have to do. Now this video is pretty low quality, so you can see that slow motion is going to be where you're going to run into problems. If your video is, especially if it's low quality, it's going to be choppy. So you need to start with the highest quality video you can if you're going to do slow motion video. So a lot of cameras now will even, and iPads, iPhones will let you do that too, and create probably better quality if you're going to add slow motion. But this does good work if you have good quality video to begin with. So that's slow motion, fast motion. There's also a tool that's worth looking at here. If you see where my mouse is, it's called the rate stretch tool, and that's a tool that actually does change the speed of the clip in order to fill a certain area. So the scenario would be like maybe let's say right here, this is my little shark dive thing. If I say, well, maybe I had a clip here, and let me cut it a little bit down a little bit, and it needs to fill out this area, and it would work if it's a little bit slower. So just filling this area right here a little bit more. That's what the rate stretch tool does. It's going to basically stretch the clip that you see here to fill an area, and it's going to slow down or speed up the clip to do it. So let's grab that tool, and then you can see it changes the mouse a little bit. It looks kind of like the ripple roll tool, but it has a little arrow, and then I'll just go ahead and drag that out. So click that, I'll drag that out there, and notice it's kind of cool. It actually made it slow motion, and it works pretty well right there. So that's exactly how you would use that tool. And now let's talk about variable speed with the time remapping tool. Go back to my shark clip here. I'll double click on it in the timeline. So make sure that you double click on a clip in the timeline that has some motion to it so you can actually see this. This clip is a little bit short to demonstrate this, but it'll be okay. So let me go over here to the source pane. Let me go to Effects Controls right here where my mouse is. Go to Effect Controls and look for Time Remapping, and go ahead and expand it, and go ahead and turn on the toggle animation. So click that little stopwatch and you'll see keyframes. Now what you want to do is pick a place in the video. This just shows you the video in 100%. Pick a place where you want it to speed up or slow down. Let's say that we want it to slow down maybe when this big shark is coming on right here. So we'll go ahead and add a keyframe right here, and let's add another one because you need to have 2 keyframes to get this done. Let's say when it gets towards the end right here, we'll add another one. And now what you want to do is come to this line right here and then drag it up or down depending on whether you want it to be faster or slower. So we'll go ahead and just drag it down, and you can see as you drag it down, it's going to extend the length of the clip, and it's also going to show you the percentage dropping down and up. So I could drag that up or down, depending on what I want the clip to look like. So I'm just going to drag it down, and I'll do it slow enough that you can see it here. I'll drop it. Notice that it extended the clip. Now if you are making it fast motion, it's the opposite way. You just drag it straight up, but you need to have a longer clip than that to do that. Otherwise you won't be able to see any change. It'll be too fast. So let's check this out now. You can see it starts at normal, and then it goes slow right there when the larger shark comes in, and then it goes normal again, and that works pretty well. The clip is again not great quality for that. It gets a little bit choppy. It's a little bit too slow right there, but you can see it working. So it's a little bit tricky when you're trying this out on your own. A couple things to remember that you want to do here. I'll delete it and show it to you one more time. I'll toggle animation. Gonna delete the keyframes. Click OK. Double click on the clip itself. Go to Effect Controls. Expand Time Remapping. Turn on animation with the stopwatch here. Add a keyframe where you want the change in motion to begin, and add a keyframe where you want it to end. Come to your line right here and drag up or down depending on what you want the motion to be. And it may or may not show you this 100% change. Usually it does. That time it didn't. This time you can see that it's faster right there because I dragged it up. Let me make it even faster so you can see it better. Okay, and then that changes that area of the clip right there. So that's how you add in a variable speed within the same clip that you have, and use the time remapping tool. One way you would use this is, let's say that you have shot a video and you zoomed out too fast or too slow, but you like the way the overall clip looks. It's just your zoom is too fast or too slow. This would be a perfect place to use that. Maybe you keep the clip the same for the first few seconds. When the zoom happens, you use the time remap tool to speed up or slow down that zoom that you did with your camera that didn't work out quite right. Alright, well that's it for this tutorial video.